is Matt Olivo from Expulsion, and you're listening to the Phantasm Podcast.
It's Dr. Vincent West with the Phantasm Podcast, and I am with guitarist and grindcore master Matt Olivo. How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing good, man.
Cool.
I'm doing real good.
Awesome to have you here, and we're going to talk in great lengths about Nightmare Future, if that's cool, because I absolutely love it. And it's
Excellent. Thank you.
my favorite release so far this year, and probably going to be my album of the year. I love it. But tell me a little bit about how you got into music, and let's touch on, we'll start with talking about Repulsion a little bit.
Sure. Like most kids, it's just, you get a little taste of rock and roll through a friend or someone in the neighborhood or your uncle, your crazy uncle or whatever. And, you just get hooked on it. I was initially into hard rock, and then it eventually gave way to more heavy metal. And when I was in junior high school, I had run into a person that I knew from elementary school, Scott Carlson, and we kind of became buddies because we didn't really quite fit into the very sort of mainstream public school that we were going to. And we would hang out all the time and go back to his place. And he was already walking the path of a metalhead back then by listening to like Priest and stuff, and this was actually before Iron Maiden. And so he kind of turned me on to some more stuff, and then from there it just kind of, we just would get magazines and eventually fanzines, and became more and more rabid in our consumption of metal, mainstream metal, and eventually underground metal and punk rock and hardcore. And it's kind of snowballed. By the time we got to the middle of the 80s, or no, maybe it was around 83 or 84, I think we put together the first, like, real proper band. And it started off sounding kind of like, Priest or Maiden or something, and it eventually became Repulsion. So if you can just kind of fill in the colors of that journey, you might get a sense of what we were doing.
Oh, that's amazing. Now, when you guys formed Repulsion, what year was that?
We actually formed. Let's see. We first played together in a band called Tempter, and then that went to Ultraviolence, and then Ultraviolence went to Genocide. I think we're up to about 1985 at that point.
Wow.
And yeah, and then we went, and then me and Scott joined Death. I don't know if you knew that.
No, man, I'm a huge fan. You got to talk about that a sec.
Sure. We were just pen pals. This is when Death was Chuck, Rick Ross, and Cam Lee, just three teenagers playing in Chuck's mom's garage, cutting, rehearsal demos and stuff, and sending them around. And we would send them demos of like Genocide tunes, and they would send back, Death tunes, and we were both just sort of very mutual, fans and friends. And at one point, Chuck, they never actually, it was funny because in those days, like Mantis and early Death, there was no bass player ever.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was just Chuck and Rick Ross, and they were down tuned so low that they just, I don't know, it's going to be hard for you to imagine, but in those days, Florida, there was no actual like death metal scene in Florida. It was started by Chuck and Rick and Cam, essentially. So there wasn't like a lot of musicians around to go, oh, let's just add a bass player. It's like if they ran an ad for a bass player, you get some guy that, played weddings. Then you get some guy that go, oh, yeah, heavy metal. Yeah, I know some AC/DC songs or whatever.
Right.
you just wouldn't get the type of people. So anyway, the only people they knew that could come in and fill the shoes of a bass player, which is initially what they were looking for, but then Chuck and Rick had a falling out, and Chuck wanted to get another guitar player, was me and Scott. So we actually went down there for a summer. I quit high school to go join Deb.
That's awesome.
We moved in Chuck's. All three of us lived in Chuck's bedroom, which was like a 10 by 10 little size room in a home in Altamont Springs, which is a community outside of Orlando. And we would just try to write songs and learn tunes and just we did a lot of hanging out, just kind of partying, drinking beer, smoking some grass and whatever. And it was actually a blast because I was so jazzed. There was something so special in the air because the idea at that time was to have Cam sing and have Chuck sing some songs and have Scott sing some songs.
That's awesome.
And yeah, dude, we were all just jazzed. But Cam had a falling out with Chuck and decided he didn't want to play in the band anymore. And we actually went through that process of trying to find a drummer at that time in Florida, which, again, is going to be impossible for your listeners to understand that at that time there were 0 death metal musicians in Florida. 0.
Well, I mean, growing up down there, my parents were separated. I grew up, my mom moved around a lot of Miami's where I'm at now, but I was living in Tampa. And I sort of saw some of that stuff going on, but I wasn't really that familiar with it, but we're talking we moved there in 90 or 91, so it was already kind of...
Oh, yeah. It was definitely kicking in by then.
Yeah.
Chuck had already recorded it.
This is great. This is amazing. So I had no idea. That's amazing, and I didn't...
Yeah, so it's not something that, it's not something we tell a lot of people simply because we never recorded with them. So to say, oh, yeah, we were in death, it's kind of lame. People just go, oh, really? Oh.
Well, no, I think it's... As a fan of your music, I think that's incredibly... I don't know. I think that says a lot, because I've never met the guys on Autopsy, but, they played with him, and it's like... I think a lot of people probably... I would imagine probably try to talk to them about that, but any era of it. The first time I saw Chuck was Spiritual Healing, and I lost my mind. I thought it was great, and I didn't miss a tour after that. And huge fan, and actually when we had Matt Harvey on the end of last year, and I got to talk to him a little bit about the whole Death to All thing, and of course Gruesome and all that good stuff, and obviously, we'll get to that here. The Expulsion. Well, let's stay with where you're at in Florida. I don't want to mess up what I'm doing. I'm getting ahead of myself. So, but
okay. Well, I'll speed things along here.
No, you're fine. I got all the time in the world if you've got time.
Okay. Let's see. We started looking for a drummer. We auditioned a handful of people, and then at one point, we were all taking turns trying to play the drums. It just fell apart, which was such a bummer. But what was interesting about that is out of the ashes of that, I started to see what became the Chuck Schuldiner of legend. I started to see this guy who went from evil Chuck. He used to just kind of walk around with these really grubby athletic shoes with no laces on them. The tongue would be flopping around all the time, and his OP shorts.
Right.
And he barely had shoulder-length hair. I saw him literally change from that to a very, very serious, focused person. And this was right before we left. He's like, I'm moving, I'm going to move. I'm going to do whatever I have to do to get these musicians that I need to make this happen. And that's when shortly after that, I believe what did he do after that? I think he moved to Frisco and started doing all that stuff. Or maybe I can't remember. It was a bit tumultuous, actually, for him to get started. I remember at one point he was in Slaughter from Canada.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't know that?
No. No.
Dude, at one point, things fell apart for Chuck so bad. This was after we left. That we were all friends with Slaughter, too. And he actually moved to Canada and joined Slaughter. And I got this call from him one day, and he was just so bummed, because I had been sending him tapes of new songs that I was writing on my own, and he's like, you want to get together? You want to start a band? I'm like, what's wrong? He's like, and he's literally like in tears, not sobbing, but he's just like,
right,
he's just broken down, yeah. And he was like, oh man, I don't know, I don't dig what's going on here, and I just slipped and fell on some ice. You're talking about a kid that grew up in Orlando, Florida.
Sure.
And he's dealing with the perpetual fucking winter of Canada.
Right.
He was so bummed anyway. That was, but that, his determination to realize his vision was very, very powerful. And I think, from those early setbacks, it kind of galvanized his focus, and then he became the person that we all, came to know as a legend,
Well, I wanted to ask you this while we're talking about him. What do you think about that whole Death to All thing? Because I talked about it with Matt, and I know Matt was briefly a part of it. What is your take on that?
In what regard? What do you mean?
Well, and I'll just be blunt about it. As a fan, again, being older and everything else, I thought the whole thing was offensive to me, because not Matt's role in it or Hoagland's role necessarily, but just some of that stuff, I was like, what? I don't know. I didn't attend any of it. I wanted to see Massacre when they did that run with Obituary, but I missed that. But I don't know. I just couldn't do it, because the last time I saw Chuck, it was him and Hammerfall, and that's how I want to remember it. I'm weird like that. Like, I won't. I had a friend the other night. My co-host actually went to go see that Adam Lambert and Queen thing. I'm like, I actually saw Queen, which also tells you how old I am. And I was just like, no, I don't want to see that shit. I don't know. I was just curious what your opinion as a friend and a fan of Chuck's, what you thought about the Death to All stuff.
Yeah. I mean, okay, so to you it felt like a cash grab kind of thing. Soulless cash grab. I don't know. We can have our opinions on it. I did talk to them before the tour happened. Someone reached out and was like, hey, do you want to participate? And I was like, we didn't record it. And they're like, yeah, but we'd still love to have you along. You're part of the history. And I was like, oh, well, cool. I was like, the thing is that I want to play tunes off of Scream Bloody Gore, because Death became... they grew into, I guess, like a technical death metal band at that point, which is cool. And I got no problem with that. It's not my personal preference. I don't listen to a lot of that, but I totally have a lot of appreciation for the guys that do it, and for that era of Death.
Oh yeah.
But the thing is I wanted to do stuff off of Scream Bloody Gore, and the conversation stopped after I mentioned that, and then I reached out again, and it's like, no, we're not doing that era. And I was like, okay, so here's what's happening. The musicians that are in the band, the Death to All band, are now dictating what songs to play.
Right.
Which kind of said, okay, we're going to not necessarily rewrite history, but we're going to create the history of Death. And it's not really going to have anything to do with that Scream Bloody Gore album, because that was just kind of like, Scream Bloody Gore, There was no arpeggios on that album.
Well, see, I felt the same way. See, my favorite record is well, to be specific, it's more Spiritual Healing Backwards. That's my shit. And we talked about that with Matt even, and it's funny that what you said, that was his feelings on it too. He wanted to do the first three records. That was his kind of, we agreed on kind of a cutoff or whatever. And See, that's kind of my thing. It's like, why is James Murphy not in this? Why was Rick Ross not in it? Why was, Cam Lee? I don't know. I just felt like maybe they asked those dudes. I don't know the whole facts, but it was like that Shannon guy seemed like he was running the whole thing. I mean, I don't know that, but that's how I felt. Or that tour manager or whatever that was with Chuck like a million years ago or something. I don't know. I just didn't understand all of it. And when I asked Matt about it, he kind of shut down on me about it. And I feel really bad about it, kind of, because I think I just kind of put him on the spot with it, which I'm not trying to do that with you. I just, as a fan and someone that knew him, I don't know. It's like seeing I don't know. I looked at the set list and, I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, I get you. There's two ways of looking at it. There's the way that we look at it, which, I think it's important because there's valid sort of concerns with, I don't know, cherry picking the history of death.
Sure.
It's not really cool. But the thing is that the other way to look at it is there was a lot of people that were really stoked to go out those shows. And from a fan's perspective, I think there were a lot of very satisfied people out there. And so there's that too,
Yeah.
You have to just sort of temper everything. Mm-hmm.
All right, but it do you know what I mean? It was like...
I do. I know what you mean.
I don't know if I can even express it in words. It just... I don't know.
It felt wrong.
Yeah. It would be like going to see Motorhead without Lemmy. I don't know. I guess is the... It's like...
okay. You're saying they shouldn't have even done it just because Chuck wasn't allowed to participate or whatever.
Well, it's one of those things. It would be like... I mean, and I'm going to use you as an example. It would be like someone putting a sequel to this Expulsion record and you'd passed away. I'd be like, what? Do you see what I mean? I just don't... I'm weird like that. It's like But, I mean, I get it. Because there was such a demand for it. I mean, I see the financial side of it, and I guess a fan appeasing side of it. But jokingly, between you and me, I think you'll think this is funny. When they first told me about it, when my co-host told me about it, I said they should have called it "Guys Chuck Fired." That's awful, isn't it? I'm so bad. But no, if they had asked. You guys, me not even knowing about that, and then the Cats and Autopsy that play, or whatever, there's two of them, right? Autopsy that did the Scrimblade Gore. And I never heard any of those guys mention in any of those conversations. Maybe they did and they didn't want to do it. I don't know. And then James, I don't know James, so I have no idea what his stance was on it, or Cam, for that matter, or Rick, or even Terry. I don't know even Terry's stance on it, so I don't know.
Well, it is what it is. I'd like to think that maybe some of the money that came out of it went back to Chuck's family to help out with medical bills.
I hope so.
Like that.
I hope so.
Me too. I mean, being seriously ill in this country is just financially devastating to middle class families.
Oh yeah, it is. It is. It really is. It has been on. Even my family, it's a mess. But so you're in Florida, and I'm sorry getting sidetracked on that. I hope I didn't offend you or anything with all that. But so you're down there, and then did you guys move from Florida to California?
No. What happened after the band fell apart? We were only there for about 3 months. It was basically a summer. We went back to Michigan, and Scott and I still had a lot of drive in us to I guess basically just resume what we were doing, which was a band called Genocide. And so we went back. I got back into high school, finished up my high school degree, and we started Genocide. And that's when we started getting more and more extreme. In fact, I remember in some of the rehearsals that we were doing in Florida, Scott was trying to introduce some of the ideas that we had worked on into death, but it was a little too extreme for Chuck, and he wasn't really interested in going that way. But anyway, we went back and pursued those ideas, and like big time. Like we really focused on it. It's like, we got to do this. So we worked really hard on it, and then in '86, I believe, we recorded the Slaughter of the Innocent demo.
Okay.
Which is what became the album Horrified. It was the same exact session. It's just that Horrified didn't get released until '89, I believe, 3 years later. But anyway, so we recorded that demo. We sent it out there. You know, guys like, you know, Shane from Napalm and a few others. You know, we got good feedback from several people, key people in the underground. But you know, the labels were not touching it because it didn't sound enough like Slayer. It didn't sound enough like metal. It was just something else, and they weren't quite ready for it. And so we. I'm skipping ahead a little bit. I think. You know what? Before we did Slaughter of the Innocent demo, we changed the name to Repulsion, and we kept all the same songs.
Okay.
And then we did the Slaughter of the Innocent. Yeah. So we're in 1986, and then we put out that demo and the little head graphic that became our signature thing.
Oh hell yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And then things kind of fell apart after about a year. I think the whole Repulsion run was about a year or so. And we did a few gigs, local gigs, had some fun, had some, you know, good times, just getting drunk and playing shows.
Right.
And it just kind of fizzled out. And then our drummer joined the Army, and then I joined the Army to get off and doing something else. You know, everything had just fallen apart.
Okay.
So, and I wanted to get money for college as well. So that pretty much takes us out of from the beginning to the end of the Repulsion career.
Well, I tell you, that record, I remember having it when I was younger. And I always liked it. I always thought it was cool. And you'd mentioned Shane. Shane's become a really good friend of ours. We've had him on the podcast, and you know, having you on here is as big a deal to me as when we had Shane on. And I shy away from certain types of, you know, I was never really into Carcass, but I always liked Repulsion, and I always liked Napalm Death, and I don't know, I'm real weird about a lot of the music that I like, and we'll fast forward to now, and the Expulsion record was literally like you giving me a breathing apparatus for 2017.
Right on. Cool, dude. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, and let's dive into that. So how? First of all, we'll start here. How did Nightmare Future come about?
Well, Nightmare Future came about when I started to write music for what I wanted to do. Is a new Repulsion album, and Scott really wasn't interested in doing that, so I called the first person, you know, I could think of that would be perfect for it, Matt Harvey.
Right.
And Matt, and Matt was stoked to jump in, and so I demoed some songs and sent them to him. This was a couple of years ago, and he came over, and we had a couple of beers and recorded his vocals, and he wrote the lyrics and did the vocals for these tunes I'd written, and we just banged them out in my apartment, and it turned out really good. I sent it around to friends just to get feedback, and people were like, you know, this sounds really good. And so I sent it to a few labels, and the one label that came back with a lot of enthusiasm about the project was Relapse, which has been Repulsion's home for many, many years.
Right.
Yeah, and so and that kind of got the ball rolling, but then some life stuff happened to me. I lost my dad, and
I'm sorry.
Met my wife. You know,
well, that's awesome.
And, yeah, totally awesome and shitty.
The first part shitty. The second part I meant was awesome.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, of course, yeah. But it's just life, and it kind of slowed everything down. But I jumped back into it last year, hardcore, and really thought to myself, well, the only way this is going to get done is if I produced it, if I just go after everything, Harvey's way too busy with all of these projects to kind of commandeer anything significant on this. So I jumped in, found some awesome musicians. They're actually just friends of mine, Danny Walker and Menno Verbaden. Just guys I knew from the scene who happen to be, like, you know, scene leaders in their own right and incredible musicians in their own right.
Now, the bassist, where is he from? I'm not familiar with him.
Well, he played in a band called Lightning Swords of Death, which was like a black metal band from LA. They were on Metal Blade. Pretty awesome outfit. They broke up now, but he was, like, every time I'd see them locally, he just stood out as this incredible musician. And he's also an instructor at the Musicians Institute, the world famous musicians.
Oh, wow.
In Hollywood.
That's cool.
Yeah, totally. So, and he's the type of guy where he's, like, totally cool, very friendly, but, you know, is very serious about playing music. And so it's like, hey, Menno, can you learn a couple of these songs? He'll come back to you in a couple of days with the parts written out in music score, you know, and like ready to go. So he's awesome, and Danny Walker is just incredible as well.
Very good, yeah. He's great.
Such a diverse drummer. He plays in progressive music. He plays, you know, grindcore, everything. So yeah, I was really lucky to grab those guys and get them on board, and we did the tracking last year, and then I did a lot more pre-production after the tracking. Then we sent the prepared tracks over to Joel Grind from Toxic Holocaust.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a pretty notable producer in his own right, and the lead singer and founder of Toxic Holocaust, which is an amazing band.
I've never met him, but he's going to be out with Goat Whore and Venom Incorporated, so I'm going down to interview Venom Incorporated, so I'll have to have him sign my CD for me since he produced this bad boy.
Well, he mixed it, but yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But anyway, but definitely go up and say hi, because we had a good time working on it. We're both sort of audio production guys, and so we had a shorthand as far as what we needed to do, and he was just terrific to work with. But anyway, that takes us to about January of this year, and then once it was done, we got it in the pipeline over at Relapse, and they're like, okay, we got a lot of releases. Relapse, I don't know if you're on the press release. Yeah.
You know what's funny about that, and I'll edit this out so it's not on here when you share it and everything. I can't get anyone at that label to talk to me. And then recently, literally yesterday, because my co-host is a big fan, I went to Summer Slaughter to interview Black Dahlia Murder and Origin, because we've had Paul on before, but Black Dahlia Murder, just to have them because they're real popular. I thought it'd be good for the hits or whatever on the podcast and stuff. And I did both of those. But the Dying Fetus thing, those guys would not have anything to do with it. And the drummer was all about it, but like the John guy through their management thing, and this other guy at Relapse, like I can't get anybody at Relapse to talk to us. I don't know why. I can't get anybody to ever, even Terry from Death and Obituary gave me a guy's number, and the guy never responded to me. I mean, we're in bed with Nuclear Blast, Metal Blade, and they give us tons of stuff, but I've never had anybody at Relapse help me. I don't know why. And I've tried. I would love to, because there's, obviously your record is so fucking amazing, but I can't get anybody to talk to me. So, but I'll edit all that out. But yeah.
Yeah, well, that's really weird.
I don't know.
Sorry to hear that. I don't understand.
I have no idea. Like even the Matt Harvey thing, we got that on our own. We had Ross. Because we had Ross Sewage on, like he was one of our first guests, and Ross got Matt to come on for us. But I mean, it was weird. I don't know. I have no idea. I like tons of stuff on that label, but I couldn't. I'd like to have Zombie on. I don't know if you've ever listened to those two dudes, but.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to have, because I'm a huge John Carpenter fan. I feel like those guys would be cool to have on Goblin and all that good stuff. But even that Goblin Rebirth thing, I would love. There's lots of stuff on that label I would love to to sink my teeth on to have as a thing, and you know, I feel bad, like for yourself, for example, I feel bad bothering people personally on the internet, but if it's like, if I can't talk to anybody at Relapse, I don't have any other way of doing it. I can't, you know. So
it's weird. I mean, maybe they've become such a you know, massive machine that, you know, it's hard to get people to, you know what I mean? Maybe they're getting a little corporate in there.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not really sure. But I will tell you this. One thing that I did yesterday, which I think you'll get a kick out of, and I will leave this on here because I was happy to do it. Every single band that I talked to, I was like, album of the year? Oh, it's the Repulsion. And they're like, what? And I'm like, and I started laughing, and I was like, no, dude. I'm like, Expulsion. You remember Repulsion? Like, a couple of these cats, like, that were working for Origin, weren't familiar with it. I played it for them. They fucking loved it. And I'm like, it's just great, and I'm so excited right now. I'm literally about to jump out of my skin having you on here right now, because I absolutely love this record. And I guess we'll start, if you're cool with it, I'd like to go track by track with you here. Well, first, before I do that, let's talk about this artwork, because I fucking love it.
Yeah, I was inspired. I sat down, the artwork, the artist, his name is, hold on one second. Please cut out my stammering here.
I'm gonna edit this baby where it sounds perfect.
Okay, cool. So the artist, that we got to do this, works for Relapse Records. He's a staff artist, if you will.
Oh, he's great.
His name is Orion.
Okay.
And somewhere back in, I think, December, we started to have discussions, December 26th, 2016, we started to have some discussions about which direction we wanted to take. And I wasn't really looking at other death metal albums. I was looking at, like, some of the artwork that you see on some of these horror video games.
Right.
And some of the artwork is just absolutely aces. And I just downloaded a bunch of JPEGs off the internet, and I was like, you know, this inspires me. And he's like, oh yeah, I love this. I was like, maybe we could try this. Yeah, okay. So we kind of whittled it down, and then he started doing some drafts. And then I remember at one point I asked him to, because one of the images from 9/11 really stuck with me, and it was the people that had to jump off. They had to face being burned alive or just jumping out of the window.
Right.
On the Twin Towers.
Right.
And they yeah, I mean, what a horrible decision. And you know, I don't know. It just struck me, and it stuck with me in my mind. It's just burned in my mind. So
right.
I went on the internet and I found these images of the people literally just falling through the air to their death. And I sent them to Orion. I'm like, can you just put a couple of these people on this cover? And, you know, because it's nightmarish. And so he did, and he also put one on the disc itself, which I thought was brilliant. But yeah, so it was just a discussion that came out of things that were inspiring to me as far as, you know, a nightmarish vision.
Well, it's beautiful, man. I love it. I love all the artwork. I think it's great. And Total Human Genocide. What a way to start off this thing. It's fucking awesome. You want to talk a little bit about that song?
Yeah, Matt Harvey came in, wrote the lyrics for that. And it's about, you know, it's about man destroying himself, essentially, which is almost like a total human suicide, I suppose. But,
right.
But not really, because really what you've got is just a handful of jackasses at the top of the governments around the world and put their fingers on the button. And we're all just sort of in the middle. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Hoping they don't push the fucking button.
Right.
And that song is about, you know, the whole thing just going down. And, you know, we, a lot of us lived in a world where we just concern ourselves with our jobs and our bills and our friends and family, blah, 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 but we are, at any given time, the whole thing could just come crumbling down. And we'd like to think that it's all very stable, the pillars of society and the pillars of democracy and all that stuff. I mean, if it's anything we've learned in the last year or so, one person can come in and literally just rattle the whole fucking thing.
You're right.
You know, and there are already people that are running countries around this world that, you know, if they were running America, you know, God help us all.
Right. It's scary. It is scary, and I think a lot of people don't want to think or hear about that. I meet people all the time that are just like, man, you're too, like, in tune with shit. Don't you want to get loaded and do all this other stuff? And I'm like, not really. You know, I think a lot of people probably just think I'm paranoid, but I like to look to the what could happen. You know, I like to be ready for things.
I mean, I get it. It could lead someone into a depression, which is not good at all, because, or it could lead you into the type of mindset where it's like, hey, this could all be gone tomorrow, and, you know, I want to live my life with some meaning, and maybe they make some changes in their life so that there's more meaning in it. I hate to say live life to its fullest, because for some people that means jumping out of an airplane or, you know, doing something, you know, bungee jumping. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about, like, really having some kind of meaning in your life.
Right.
But for some people, it's just depressing and too overwhelming, you know?
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Well, that's a really, I love the way the album opens with that. It's fucking, I mean, that got me. That was the one that hooked me. I was like, oh, I got to keep going.
Right on.
Altar of Slaughter.
Mm-hmm. That is like the prototypical song about a murderer.
Okay.
someone who cannot stop killing people. And, you know, a lot of outsiders to this genre of music would probably think that we're, you know, sensationalizing that in some way. But I think really it's more along the lines of, if you get into the mind of a murderer, you know, the type of, you know, Matt's lyrics are so descriptive, you practically having a sensory experience if you read them and listen to
yeah.
music. You practically see it, you know?
They're great.
And, yeah, he did an awesome job on the lyrics. And so that's what that's about, just kind of getting out of your own head and getting into the mind of a violent killer.
That's awesome. Well, that's great, because we do horror stuff too, which I'll get to later, but it's awesome. So, okay, so track 2. So track 3, Mask of Fear.
Yeah, Mask of Fear. Mask of Fear to me is a little more ambiguous. I would say that I think it's really just more of an abstract, almost like well, this is my interpretation. I haven't asked that, but to me, it's more like just the utter horror of looking inward and really seeing what's inside. Because most of us just kind of go through life and, you know, we respond to things, and sometimes oftentimes we'll do things that we don't really quite understand why we reacted in a certain way or said a certain thing or something.
Right.
But you really want to get into some, like, scary things. You can just look in the mirror and start thinking about yourself. And you don't have to be like a psychopath to be afraid of what's inside of you. You know.
Right.
I've done that kind of soul searching. So, to me, that's what that song means. But, you know, that's just from my perspective, and that's what's kind of cool about that song in particular, because I think, depending on who you are, you could look at that in different ways.
Yeah, it's listener interpretation on that one. It's cool. I like it. Like I said, every track of this, I love it. the fourth track, Nightmare Future, the title track.
Yeah, I think Matt's take on that was a little more of the environmental sort of apocalypse that is sort of imminent. If we stay on this path, it's coming. There's no doubt about it. Everyone agrees. Everyone in the scientific community agrees, at least.
Right.
That we are destroying our environments, and it is not going to be nice when this culminates. But Matt kind of added a bit of a sort of mystical thing to it, where he's talking about visions. So there's almost like a soothsayer kind of thing going on with this as well, which is really cool. I love that.
Yeah, it's a great track. I love it. It's really cool. And then Funeral Bells. I love this song.
This goes back to 1985 Compulsion kind of lyrics, where you just kind of throw everything into a blender and create a horrific vision. And when you read the lyrics, you're trying to figure out exactly what the song is about. But you think you know what it is about, and then all of a sudden you're like, I don't know what this is about. It's just everything. It's kind of like Dio lyrics. Like you say, you like Dio.
I do.
You're like, okay, he's talking about this, and you're like, wait a minute, what is he talking about?
Yeah, it's a cool song. I love it, and the vocals on it are nasty, and it's awesome. It's a great song.
Killer.
The first time I listened to the record, I must have listened to that track like 10 times and then finished the record. I don't know, it just stuck with me. I like the bells at the end of it too.
Oh, cool. I like how he comes out of Nightmare Future. The two songs were kind of paired together. It's like a pairing.
It's great.
If you will. And I like hearing all that bombast of Nightmare Future, and then you get this, this guitar howling and wailing, and then this mid-tempo thing just comes in and slams you in the head. Anyway.
It's awesome.
Cool, thank you.
And then we'll move on to Compulsions.
This is a song, as far as I can tell, that's about a guy who is a killer. He seems to be after a woman, which is not something to laugh about. But what it is it's about. It's really, this harkens back to the Eclipse comics and Bernie Wrightson and
oh yeah,
and some of these guys. Yeah, these guys that would write the Haunt of Horror, and these horror comics are these short story about some weirdo that lives in a house in the middle of nowhere, and the teenager's kid's car breaks down, and it comes next.
It's awesome.
To me, this is kind of like an extension of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre or something, but just a cool little dark tale of murder and depravity.
It's great. I like it. It's just everything about it. It's, I don't know. I can't, like I said, I can't say enough about all of it together. But that's a really cool fucking song. I like it.
Awesome.
And then we'll move on to the last track, and that's Comatose.
Well, that song is about when you're. That song is about basically the horror of being kept alive, being in a coma, being self-aware, but being kept alive when you should probably just be let go.
Right.
And it's paranoia. It's the fear of losing your sanity. It's just the horror of medical technology doing something essentially against nature when someone should just be let left alone to naturally pass away. But, medical technology and the ability to bill someone a lot of money just to keep a loved one alive when they should just be let go.
Right.
I think all of that factors in, but I think mostly it's just like you're just you're losing your sanity, and you have no idea when the nightmare is going to end. That's probably the worst part of it.
That's really cool. It's like a movie of its own.
Yeah, totally. And it's also, if you use it as an allegory, it could be, an allegory for what it's like to live in America currently.
Yeah, definitely. Well, see, that's why I love this so much. Every track, I'm really into horror movies, and I absolutely just think this is like, I don't know, it's just the soundtrack for me for 2017. I've had a pretty rough year, so it's great. It's ever since I bought it, I haven't stopped listening to it, and I don't do the digital thing. I listen to CDs still, so I rock the CD in the car when I'm driving. So it's a good stress reliever. I love it.
That's good, dude. That's good. I really appreciate your support and your enthusiasm for the record. That's awesome.
It's seriously no bullshit. No, I absolutely love this. And I told Corey, I was like, I'm going to have to see if I can get him to come on, because I like I said, I can't say enough about this thing. And ever since I was a little late getting it because I wasn't aware of it, and then I bought it, and I haven't stopped listening to it. That's all I've done. So,
we've been getting some good responses from fans and press, and I couldn't be more happy with it. I mean, when you work on something like this, it's like running a marathon. You just keep going and going and going and going, and then when you finally finish, then this horror sets in. Holy shit! What if no one likes this? What if people just go, man, the internet can be so brutal,
Yes.
But wow, I mean, what a relief. So many people have made a lot of positive comments, and we've gotten some really just stellar reviews, and it's been such a relief, and it's been humbling too, honestly.
Well, it's brilliant. I mean, like I said, I don't like to divulge my age. I'll have to edit that stuff out where I was talking about that with you, but I get it. I first listened, I was like, I totally get this, and I don't know, I felt like literally it was like you speaking to me like through the vein. Like I was just like, wow, this fucking thing is brilliant. And when you talk to Mr. Harvey, tell him I said it's fucking brilliant, and your bassist tell him it's brilliant, and Danny tell him it's brilliant. I'm telling you, I just cannot say enough about this, which leads me into my next question. Will I ever get to see any of this stuff live?
Oh yeah, I can't say where, but we've just booked a show, a fest, and we've got the feelers out for several fest promoters, and yeah, absolutely. We start rehearsing next weekend, and yeah, absolutely. I'd love to make it to Florida. If you know any promoters out there, have them reach out.
Well, yeah, my family lives in, my dad lives in Tennessee, my mom lives in Atlanta. I know Atlanta would be just a great place for you all to go. The Masquerade there, that's I don't think anybody that in that band would even argue with that. I know Matt and definitely would. I mean, it's just a great venue, the Masquerade. It's been there forever. And Florida, I'm not really sure. Miami's kind of weird. Like, I mean, obviously Tampa, I'm not really sure what's there now because I haven't been there in so long. But yeah.
Tampa seems to have a pretty good scene. We played the fest there. It was something Scion did.
Oh yeah.
But they flew a bunch of us out, and the attendance was strong. There's a lot of people out there.
I mean, I've never been. I used to go to the Milwaukee Metal Fest, but I would. But the Maryland thing, I've just kind of shot away from Maryland because Maryland will have like 6 bands I like, and the rest of it I'm kind of like, ugh.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's definitely not worth it if you're. It's really kind of like. I mean, some of these fests are so expensive and so huge But it's really just kind of like going and immersing yourself in the lifestyle for a few days.
Right.
And just you watch the bands you want to watch, and in the meantime, you just, have some drinks, party down, and, buy some merch and whatever. It's just immersion in the culture,
I think I'm kind of an antisocial person, so I've always kind of shied away from any kind of festival thing like that. Anything that I go to like that, I'm just kind of like, ugh.
Okay.
So I have really bad anxiety, so it's like, but yeah, man, if I ever get a chance, I would love to buy a shirt. I would love to support this in any way that I can. I absolutely love, I love it. I can't wait for you all to put out more stuff. I mean, I'm ready for the next one. I love it. I can't say enough good stuff about it because there's been a lot of stuff come out this year, death metal wise, and but this is my favorite thing that I've bought. I really like it. Everything about it, it's just great. Every song, and I have anger problems, so it's fun to listen to calm me down. So I love it. It's going to be my.
We are working on an EP right now. We're writing songs for it, and we'll be rehearsing the tunes over the next month or two, and getting that recorded and putting it out. I don't know if we'll make it before the year's out. I hope so. But it's anything in the beginning of next year. Hopefully it'll be out.
Oh, it's amazing! I can't wait to listen to that, and I'll keep listening to Nightmare Future over and over again because I just love it. And like I said, I can't thank you enough for doing this and coming on. And
you got it. Thanks for having me on, and thanks for the support, man. Appreciate
it. Definitely, man, definitely. And let me know, you guys. I'll keep an eye on your page and everything, and we'll share the dates when you guys have dates to do and any new stuff and anything like that. I'll keep my eyes peeled on it and put it on our page. So.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, of course. If you want, when I get this interview up and put together, I'll share it with you, and maybe you can get it on your page there.
Yeah, post it on Expulsion, and I'll repost it.
Oh, that'd be amazing. And real quick, before I let you go, if you've got a sec, are you a horror fan?
Yeah, of course.
What was the first horror? I don't want to keep you, but I'd love to talk with you about this because we do horror stuff on here too. What was your first horror movie that you saw that you were just like, fuck yeah?
Oh, okay. Well, the first horror movie that I saw that scared the living shit out of me, and my reaction was not fuck yeah. It was like, fuck no. It was The Exorcist.
Same here.
Yeah.
Did you know I still cannot watch that film by myself? Like, I can't just turn it on and watch it. It freaks me out.
Yes, it's creepy as shit. Still, after all these years, but I would have to say that got me, thinking about it. And by the time I reached my teenage years, I was watching as much horror as I could get. This ages me, rather. This time period predates home video.
Right.
So it was whatever would come on TV or whatever would come to the movie theater. And so, we would go to midnight screenings of Dawn of the Dead or...
Fuck yeah.
I remember when Zombie, Lucio Fulci's Zombie came out, me and Scott saw that in the movie theater, dude.
That's awesome.
And we loved it so much that we stayed. We just snuck back into the theater and watched it again. We watched it twice.
That's awesome.
Yeah, dude. And so, and then a few short years later, it was home video and, VHS tapes everywhere, video stores and that whole thing. Remember that?
Sure. Oh, yeah. Betamax, VHS, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We had it all.
Yeah, and so, but I'd say The Exorcist was the thing that first, hooked me into horror movies. It scared me and drew me in at the same time.
Oh yeah, definitely. Are you a Friday the 13th fan?
Yeah, I mean, some of them, it's like Nightmare on Elm Street, which I love. A couple of those films are so amazing, but not all of them are
No, right, exactly, yeah. What I was going to tell you, I don't know if you play video games at all. That Friday the 13th video game is fucking excellent.
Oh, dude, yeah, I've been reading about that, and I haven't gotten it yet, and I definitely want to pick it up, especially now hearing your recommendation, but I've seen people raving about it.
If you've got a PS4, you can play it with me and Corey.
Oh, right on. I don't actually have an Xbox, but do you know if it's out on Xbox?
It is. It sure is.
It is?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
But, man, it's fantastic. Other than the team killing in it, which will literally make you throw the controller if you're like me, it's ridiculous. It's like, man, we're supposed to be working together against Jason, not killing each other with Jason. It's fucking, it's irritating. It's like, come on. It's not even fun. It's like people sitting there just leveling up and stuff, or they'll just kill you for a boat motor so they can get away in a boat, or a car part, or whatever to get out of the game. But yeah, it's a great game. It really is, and it's really cool. It's fun. I spent a lot of my time playing that fucking thing. But yeah, it's fun. I guess it's on PC, Xbox One, and then PS4, so. But yeah, it's a cool game, man. It's pretty sick. Are you obviously we named our podcast after. Are you a Phantasm fan?
Oh God, yeah. That was one of the movies, I should have mentioned that. That was one of the movies that I kept catching on television broadcasts before the VHS days. And I just loved them. It was so imaginative, so different, so original. I love that movie.
Oh, it's great.
I still love that movie.
Yeah, it's great. I even like the sequels. I'm a big fan of it. I just like them. I think they're fun.
I haven't seen the last one. I haven't seen Ravager yet.
It's not bad. Yeah, I swear, it's actually not bad. And actually, next Thursday, we've got Reggie Bannister coming on here, so.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, it's sick. It's like we've not had a lot of horror actors, but the ones we've had have been stellar. We had Ken Foray on from Dawn of the Dead.
Nice.
You know what? I've got to tell you about that, though. I wanted to talk to him about From Beyond, and apparently he had a really bad experience making that movie, and I fucking love that film.
I like that movie, too, and he's actually great in it.
I walked into a hornet's nest with him in that interview because apparently something really bad happened on the set. I don't know what happened, but he wouldn't go into it. You can go listen to that interview. It's on iTunes and shit. If you just look up our podcast, you can listen to that interview with him. But yeah, you can totally hear me walk into a hornet's nest with him. He wasn't mean, but you could tell he did not want to talk about that film, which sucked because I love that movie. It's like,
yeah, that's too bad. It's disappointing especially when you're in a situation like independent filmmaking or underground film or low budget filmmaking, whatever you want to call it, and underground music and stuff and you hear about these horror stories of people trying to work with each other. It's like, man, we're all just here for the same thing. Clearly we're not here for the money. We're here to do something cool.
Right, exactly. But yeah, it sucked, but yeah, and we've got this is the one that I'm freaking out about, and I still can't believe that we've got it. We've got Bruce Campbell coming on in October, which I'm freaking out about.
Wow, very cool. Yeah, I'd be freaking out about that too.
He's so fucking cool, man.
The Evil Dead movies are just so amazing. They haven't made a bad Evil Dead movie yet. So.
Have you been watching the show at all? Have you watched Ash vs. Evil Dead?
I've watched a few episodes, and they're actually amazing. I think
it's great.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't have Showtime, but I should just purchase them, get them on demand or whatever. It's amazing. He hasn't lost anything.
No, Are you a fan of Bubba Hotep that he did?
Yeah.
See, I always thought that movie was cool. That's Coscarelli, too, that did the Phantasm stuff. I just thought that movie was brilliant. And he was actually, I don't think he won anything, but I know he was nominated for his acting in that, because I just thought he was fucking cool in that movie.
Yeah.
The barbecue blowing up while they're drinking beer and everything. I always thought that was just fucking cool. But yeah, man, there's so much. I can't believe you saw Zombie at the theater. Corey's going to shit. He's a huge Italian horror fan, so he's going to fucking flip out.
Yeah. Original theatrical run. I think it probably lasted 2 weeks or something.
That's crazy. Yeah. Do you have a favorite horror movie?
The Thing always comes to mind. John Carpenter's The Thing.
Oh, it's so good.
Right away. But Reanimator.
I'm obsessed with that movie, obviously.
Yeah. It's such a great film. I mean, just top to bottom, an amazing film.
You know,
It's a tie between those two. I don't know.
do you like the movie Brian Usna that did Bride of Reanimator? Do you like Society? Do you like that movie?
I haven't seen it, but I know what you're talking about.
Oh my God, you got to watch that. It's so fucked up.
Yeah.
it's a lot of body horror stuff, kind of like Cronenberg kind of stuff. But
okay, yeah. Okay.
You should check it out. It's I don't know. I really like it. And then Romero passing recently, that just sucked. That was like
yeah, I know. So a couple of his films are literally like old friends to me. You know.
Oh yeah. Which you have a favorite Romero?
Oh boy. Yeah, probably Dawn of the Dead. You know.
So good.
That movie really. Yeah, but I love Day of the Dead. I love Day of the Dead, dude. This is gonna trip you out. I live in this little community called Glendale, outside of Los Angeles.
Okay.
And I literally live down the street from one of the actors that was on Day of the Dead.
Really?
Yep. And he doesn't know me. He knows a good friend of mine. In fact, a good friend of mine is a filmmaker named Chad Farron, who always casts him in his movies. And so he always has a kind of a bit role. Let's see, what's his name? Hold on 1 second. Let's pull this up. His name is Joseph Pilato. Joe Pilato.
Oh my God, he's the guy that gets ripped in half at the end.
Yeah, he played Rhodes, the Commander Rhodes or whatever. Captain Rhodes. Choke at him! Yeah. Anyway, this guy lives right down the street from me, and I literally saw him last night, again, at a convenience store, and you wouldn't recognize him. He's got really long hair, a long beard, and I don't know, I don't think he's doing too well, but it's just cool. I'm always too nervous to go up and say anything to him, but maybe I should just say something to him, like, hey, Day of the Dead rule.
Yeah.
Hi, this is Matt Olivo from Expulsion, and you're listening to the Phantasm Podcast.
That's awesome, man. Well, brother, I can't thank you enough for doing this. It means a lot, and I've got a friend that lives out in L.A. If I'm ever out that way, I'll have to hit you up. Maybe we can go grab a beer or something. This means everything to me, because I absolutely love this record. And
absolutely.
Dude, you have a great weekend. I cannot thank you enough. This was a fucking honor. I appreciate it.
Okay, you too, man. Have a great weekend.
Take care, man.
Thank you.